historic Conservative by-election victory in May this year. I'm presuming...
Well, that's right, Kate. Today is a morning when I love my job because, just to reveal, I am joined by a 30-foot inflatable Boris Johnson lent to us by the Wombles of Hartlepool, who used it to try and make people smile as we were released out of lockdown. Now, they say having this inflatable has not got any political substance to it, but people in Hartlepool will be expecting some political substance from his speech today on Levelling Up, which was his pledge to address inequalities between the north and the south, with Hartlepool one of 14 areas that was supposed to be benefiting financially. They may well be disappointed today because what we've seen from this speech is there's actually very little substance on the policies, and it actually goes further to reassuring southern areas where he's just lost a by-election than appeasing the north, where, of course, he won the by-election. Now, there might be a bit of substance on high streets because, of course, the north was in lockdown for longer than any other area, and the high street strategy will come out today, and that's going to look at whether pavement licences, al fresco dining and carrying on takeaway pints could help. But there's a real concern that today's announcements will not really quench the thirst of lots of young voters who feel like they've been forgotten for a very long time.
People, home of the historic Conservative by-election victory.
That's right, Kate. And to help me tell you a bit more about this, I'm joined by a very special guest. Yes, this is surreal. I have a 30-foot inflatable Boris Johnson lent to us by the Hartlepool Wombles, who've been using him to try and cheer people up in parts of the northeast as they come out of various stages of lockdown. Now, they're at pains for me to say that there is no political message behind this blimp, but people in Hartlepool and the north will be hoping for a strong political message from the Prime Minister himself when he gives that speech on Levelling Up, which was, of course, that pledge to get rid of some of the disparities between the north and south. Sadly, they're likely to be disappointed because many critics are saying today's speech is full of little more than, dare I say it, hot air. In fact, it's focusing more on reassuring voters in the south, where he's just lost a by-election, than actually giving concrete promises to those in the north. One thing we might get a bit more concrete information on is the high street strategy, with Robert Jenrick expected to promise that pavement licences will continue, takeaway pints and also al fresco dining. But will it be enough to quench the thirst of voters in the north who've had very little to raise a glass to? Yes, Levelling Up, one of Boris Johnson's key pledges to do away with inequalities between the north and the south. It won him votes here in Hartlepool, but many feel that they may believe here that his speech today is full of little more than what this inflatable is, hot air, focusing more on winning over voters he's losing in the south than appeasing those he gained in the north.